Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here from Adrian Mateo Drones, coming back live once again. Wow, I don't know what the hell is going on, but the stream looks a little crappy this evening. My Wi-Fi must really be messing up tonight. I hope it's not going to be one of those crappy streams. What is going on, Mr. Lawrence, Nova Squad? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. We got Mr. Paul Waging Big. How you doing, buddy? Ashley Brown. How you doing, Ashley? Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate the love and support. We are currently waiting for my co-host, Mr. Draymond Crawford, aka Recoveryone Drone, to finally show up to the stream. He's late. We also have a special guest, as you guys can actually see by my thumbnail. We're actually going to have All Things Drone, aka Kim, all the way from ATL, that's going to join us later, hopefully. She's going to be my special guest tonight. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So I'm going to pull up the
She's going to be my special guest tonight.
Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and mute myself. Boom. There you go. I'll go back to the stream. There you go. Sorry, we're just talking to myself. Anyway, the weather here in Florida has been crappy. It really have. I really don't understand what in the world is going on. I mean, I do know it's storm season. I see you in the background, Kim. I'll bring you in a little bit. Okie dokie. What's going on, Mr. Northside Hawk? Brent Nutley, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? We can't hear you. You actually got yourself on mute.
Hey, y'all. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. My pleasure. The show's actually going to be all about you tonight. So we're going to, you, the main guest.
Okay.
I'm loving what you do. Waiting to hear even more from how you got into the drones, you know, what drones you like, which one you don't like, all the good stuff. I think I read on your website that you actually have your Part 107, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm actually working on it. I'm actually kind of being kind of a chicken myself. I guess I'm still a little bit confused when it comes to some of the stuff about Part 107. That I think I would rather be pretty good at it before I actually go and take the test, because I don't want to fail it and then have to pay again to retake it again, if that makes sense.
Right. That does.
I cannot believe that my co-host is actually late to the party. This is the second time.
Oh, no.
So let me go ahead and, while we wait, let me go ahead and welcome a couple of folks here. We got Mr. Eric E-Drone. How you doing? Chris Miller, Wayne B. Thank you for popping in. My nephew is here. Well, we got Mr. Soldier, Flies on Drones. Would you mind? I think you have the stream playing in the back.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry. I was going to share it with my my other YouTube channel, my travel.
Let me see, Adrian. There's no sun. Why are you wearing so? These are not my sunglasses, but these are actually my reading glasses that I need to have for me to be able to read. What's going on, Mr. Johnny Drone Flyer? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and give the stream a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So let me just check to see if he's actually going to pop on in. Or we're going to start the show without him. So just give me 1 second. In fact, I'm not even going to mute it. Let me see what's he going to say.
Yo.
Hey, man, we got Kim in the house already. You're late.
You sent me the thing at 5:59, crazy. I'll get my stuff walked. I'll be there in 30 seconds.
Okay, because the guest is already here. You the one that's late, sir.
Uh-huh.
All right. So Kim, while we wait for the co-host, well, finally he pop on in. Okay, sir. The host actually beat you in here. I mean, I'm sorry, the guest.
Like I say, you said the host. That'll be a new one. Beat me in
Well,
here.
I did beat you here, by the way. I was here early, by the way.
And Kim, he sent me the invite at 5:59.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
See how you trying to play me?
I see.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, V Dub? Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate that. Well, thank you, Edron. Let's go ahead and get started then. So, first of all, Kim, how did you get into drones?
So I have a travel blog actually called Work Hard, Travel Well, and I've been blogging for a while, and I just started seeing all these like fascinating YouTube videos of people flying around the drones and stuff like that. So I just decided like I'm wanting to invest in a drone so it would help my travel videos. And I ended up getting like the mini drone.
The first
Got
meeting one?
yes.
Okay.
And I got it as soon as it came out. And then my trip like was in less than a month. And I actually went over to South Africa and Zimbabwe. And what I didn't know about that was the whole like not being able to unlock the mini at the time. They didn't have the update for it because it was brand new. So I took it over there and I'm like, I can't really even use this drone that much. It wasn't able to self unlock it. And so I came back to home. That was in December, right before the pandemic happened. And then I just stopped flying it. And then the pandemic happened and I wasn't able to do anything. And fast forward to about spring of 2021, I just picked it back up and started flying it. And then that's when I realized they had done a lot of updates to the mini and you can self unlock it and all that stuff. The mini was cool, but there were some limitations as far as the only being able to shoot up to 2.7K as far as on the video. And so I was like, ready for something else. And then actually 2021, the summer 20 last year, was it 2021? What year is it? It's like getting everything is starting to run together. But I ended up studying for Part 107 and got that. And then I actually got a Mavic Air 2 as well around that same time and moved up to that. And then recently I purchased the Mini 3 Pro.
Okay. Nice.
That's outstanding information. You've been to South Africa, and I'm sure being in the travel industry, you've been to a few other places.
Yes, I have.
So it's enlightened us. Some of us are wannabe travelers, and you have the, I would say, inside track.
Yep. So I've been to a few places, and most recently, I just went to Colombia in South America, and where else have I been? As far as like, it's been kind of slow with everything that's going on, but last year I went to the Bahamas. Been to Europe as far as like Italy, Paris, and a few other places, Turks and Caicos. So just a few places, but I didn't really have my drone at the time. So I'm looking to get back to some of those places with my drone, depending on what the laws are.
Right. Because a lot of people here who are interested in doing some international traveling, that's one of the first questions we hear in a lot of Facebook groups and everything else is, what are the steps in trying to get your drone through customs and traveling with it? And there's certain restrictions or other authorizations that you need to do prior to leaving the States.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
go ahead.
I usually just like Google their aviation like departments for the countries that I'm going to. So, like in the Bahamas, I actually had to email my contact in their aviation and send over like my registration information and just state the purpose of my trip and how long I was going to be there. And they approved me to fly during those dates. So, I would encourage people that are traveling out of the country, don't wait to the last minute because that actually took a few days. Some people say some, it just depends on the country that you're going to. Colombia, when I went, if you had a small drone, the mini size, you didn't have to do anything. But if you have like a Mavic Air 2, you'd have to get approval and do some other things. So definitely research, and don't wait till the last minute to like, the day before your flight trying to do it.
That's actually good to know because I was under the impression that you could just take your drone and just fly. I'm sorry, just take your drone anywhere you're going to and just be able to fly. But for you to say that you actually have to check ahead of time, that's good to know because I was gonna go somewhere, but then after I looked online, well, it's not that easy. They won't let you. Now the Dominican Republic where I'm from, you could take it anytime, anywhere. They won't bother you.
Oh wow.
But like you said, some other countries are really strict about drones.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, they went ahead and send you the link, buddies. I send it to you through Facebook Messenger if you want to pop on in.
Yeah,
So,
for you guys that are in the chat, this is a great opportunity for you guys to ask these kind of questions because I know we have talked about it amongst ourselves various times and also on various Facebook pages that we all frequent. This question gets brought up, so here's your opportunity to ask this question from somebody who works in the industry. She can actually answer a few more questions better than we have, than as we do spitball it and throw it on the wall and see what
yeah.
sticks.
And normally we only hear about flying drones. You don't really hear that much females flying drones. So, uh, which drone is your favorite?
I would say for right now, so I'm still like mostly DJI, but I'm looking to get into other drones. I want to look into Skydio. I want to look into. I actually purchased a Hollystone that I haven't unboxed yet. Just wanting to try different ones, but
Yeah,
for now, out of the ones that I have, it's the Mavic Air 2. I actually haven't had that much time to fly the Mini 3 Pro. I actually lost it, fell out the sky in Colombia. So I just got it back like a couple of days ago, or I actually had to do like the flyaway replacement to get another one.
and you have to do it through you DJI Care Refresh.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
was DJI pretty good about working with your claim, or did they give you a whole bunch of crap, red tape, this and that?
Well, it's more so it was a lot of time that kind of went by, but they are really understaffed. I mean, the Mini 3 Pro came out, the demand has been off the charts for the Mini 3 Pro, and then they had those other products that they released. So it was just a little bit timely. What had to take place is they made me go into my controller and um, sync my map so that they can see and do like a report. So they
Yeah,
basically got that reporting. Once that reporting was sent to me, they basically said like, this isn't covered basically. So you have the option of paying for the replacement, which is 200 and something bucks, or they offered me a discount on the drone and brought it down to 515 because I already have the controller. So
okay,
all I needed was the actual aircraft, and I lost the Mini 3 Plus battery. So I got them to replace that because the Plus battery costs more.
correct. That would be the battery that gives you, instead of saying 30 minutes, it give you 47 minutes, something like that. Bigger
Yes.
one, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming that you don't have the Mavic 3 yet.
No, not
Is
yet.
that, is
No.
that one you're probably gonna get eventually?
I haven't really looked into doing that. I've gotten, a few drone jobs. Like I work with hotels since I'm in the on the travel side.
Yeah,
I work with hotels to do footage, and I was able to do it with my Mavic Air 2. I haven't really looked into the 3 yet. It's just so expensive. I haven't really seen.
I hear you. Now I do have the Mavic Air 2, and it takes pretty good pictures with that 48 megapixel camera. I mean, the pictures are very beautiful. They're really nice. Do you have any filters for it?
I just have the filters that came with the Fly More combo.
Okay. Well, those are great.
Yeah.
I got those too, but I got a ton of accessories for my drone. Drake can actually tell you I got crap everywhere. If I turn my camera,
Kim,
it looks like
Kim, Adrian's nickname is Smithsonian. He has about every drone that comes out and all the accessories that come with it. So if you're in his area of Florida, make sure you stop by and take a visit to his museum.
I do have quite the collection. Yes, I actually went drone crazy when I got my first one, the Mavic Air 1, which was my first one. I don't know if you ever heard of this one, but DJI stopped making them, but you can actually find it, the Spark, DJI Spark, that little one.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one. I got quite a few. The Mavic Air, the Mavic 3 is the last one I got, which is I've already flew it a couple of times, and that thing is amazing.
Yeah, I saw your footage. So which one out of the ones do you like so far?
All my DJI drones and my Alta Levo. I do. Now, when it comes, I do have the Hubsan Zeno Pro Plus and the Fimi X8Z 2020. Those are my least favorite. I do the chat do have a couple of questions for you. Let me pull it up right here. Pull up the first one.
Yeah, I was about to respond, but this is better. So when I travel with, I always put it in my overhead because I have a backpack. It just depends on how much space is underneath. I typically try to keep it overhead because I don't want to be like stepping on it and stuff. So I'll have my purse as underneath and then my backpack above with all my, because I'll travel with a DSLR camera. I might travel with a 360 camera. It just depends on what I'm doing.
Okay. And you officially been invited every year. We actually started doing this drone meetup. So Ray Kelly actually officially invited you to our third annual Florida Drone Meetup in Jensen, Florida, April 1st, 2023, if you can actually make it.
Hey, that sounds good. Any excuse to get to a beach because I'm in Atlanta and there's nothing here.
Now we've had people coming from all over the US, from from Wisconsin, Wyoming, South Dakota, Florida, ATL. We had a few. How you doing, Marty?
We had quite a few. We had
Yes.
more than we expected, actually.
And matter of fact, we even had the Army join us.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
We just had in April. That was freaking amazing for them to even come through.
We had almost 100 pilots from all over the country.
Oh, nice. So I definitely need to mark down April 1st. Thank you for the invite.
Yep, absolutely. It was we had a lot of fun. Adrian was there. It's like a family reunion. You get to know all these people on YouTube, and you become such good friends with them. And it's just a getting together with everybody. Drones everywhere.
I mean, there were drones everywhere.
Everywhere. And we're right on the beach, right near the beach. So.
And then it seems like every year now it has become a thing where for some reason somebody always end up losing at least one drone.
Uh-oh.
So far there's been like 2 or 3.
What happens when you're flying over water?
Already. Because I know Carlos lost one FPV drone that the first year that we actually did it.
Yeah,
and
he lost it at that park.
There was another guy that actually dunked the freaking DJI FPV drone. He just got it that day. He dunked it in the water, screwed it up. And then this year happened to Ron Brown. And
it was Marcus Crawford's drone, but Ron Brown was flying it, and it just fell out of the sky straight into the intercoastal.
Just fell out of the sky and just blew right in the water.
Had my son diving in the water for about a half an hour. He couldn't find it.
Ooh.
Yeah. But just to let you know, Kim, there are several locations that have traditional meetups. Another one goes on in Austin, Texas, which is called Spin Up out there. This year was the first year they're not going to have it, but they've gone on. Would be the 4th year coming up when they do have it next year, Maddie?
Be number 5.
Number 5.
Yep.
5. And usually they have somewhere close to about 50 plus pilots show up for that. And it's usually a pretty nice event. They invite some of the, I would say, the heavy hitters of YouTube, will be there doing presentations and so forth. Usually they come around, and I think Captain Ray Kelly even won a Maverick
he
3
did.
Yes,
while
he
he was
did.
there. And
Yes, he did.
they give away a lot of other small prizes. So it is a pretty big event there in Texas. And I'm pretty sure last year they gave away a was it an Air 2 or was it a Mini?
They gave
last year?
away a Mavic 3, a bunch of FPV quads, and then they gave away the choice of either an Air 2S or the DJI FPV drone.
Yeah. What did you guys give away
Wow.
last year, Maddie?
At the drone meetup, ours.
Yeah. What did you guys give away?
Oh goodness, we had a whole table full. We gave
I
away
needed two. I
two
got a
DJI
computer.
Mini, two
It
DJI
was two
Mini
Mini
2s.
twos. Okay.
There were 2 laptop computers that were given away.
I won
There
one, by
were-
the way.
Yeah, you won one of them. I handed it to you. And then there were 5 FPV kits. On top of that, there was a bunch of T-shirts and hats and mugs and landing pads. Anything you could think of that had to do with a drone was given away, and it was all donations too. It wasn't stuff that we went on. This was people that donated this stuff to us to give away, and that's what made it so successful.
Yeah, so a lot of these places that have these meetups, they're fairly organized. I know, I guess Rhode Island will probably be the next one. They're starting to get their feet underneath them as far as doing a big meetup in the future, where they might even have sponsors from some of these drone manufacturers and be able to, it's nice to be able to give away stuff to people who show up. And that's what it's all about, having people come, have a good time, meet one another, put an actual face and attitude with the characters that we are online. And stuff.
It is a group of characters, that is for damn sure.
Right, and like I said, at the Florida meet this past year, I think we had 4 ladies show up, 4 or 5 ladies.
So actually, one of them is one that won the DJI Mini 2.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
Melanie.
she won one.
Yeah. So you won't be the only female in the group. So
Nope.
I said that's what we're out. That's why I reached out and recruited you, because we want to get more females involved.
Absolutely.
And get you guys experience, and some of you even have expertise. Like I said, you're in the travel industry. You're going places and doing things that some of us want to do, just don't have the knowledge. And I know there's another young lady who is she's a PhD professor that does summer camps and does drone summer camps across the country. I think she's in the
nice.
Texas area. So we're trying to get her on here. So these are things that we talk about. If we have the resources and the doors to open and step through, that we would love to see people learn to program the telos and other drones of that nature, especially when it comes to FPV, which is still, as we say, bare bones and knuckle dragging part of the drone world. But it's a whole different element than flying the GPS drones. So there's a lot of room to grow, a lot of things to know. Yeah, that's Maddie's wall right there of all his FPV
Well, it's
stuff.
hard to see with the light on.
Yeah.
There you go. There they are.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's all
Wow.
FPV quads. That's a hobby in itself.
Right.
That's
So
a black hole.
Yeah, I
they're
want to
good.
learn that, but I haven't done the FPV, but I'd love to learn about it.
Oh, it's
Right.
a ton of fun.
So there's a lot of people who do both. Some are just into FPVs, and just like me, I do it for my business end, as far as construction and work and everything in that area. So there's a lot of expertise out there that you can tap into, and just like you have something to bring to the table that we want to tap into. So, yeah. Go ahead, Adrian. You had a question?
Hey, Dre, do me a favor. Go ahead and hold it down for me for a minute. Let me get him out of the camera.
Okay.
Look like crap.
We have another meetup coming up next month, actually, that I'll be going to in Chicago, Illinois.
Right. Yes.
For Half Chrome and Fly Zone Drone guys are throwing. I'll be up there for that one. Traveling up. I've never traveled on a plane with my drones before, so this is going to be new. It's going to be first for me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm bringing FPV quads and LiPo batteries, which are, they always say are not the safest ones. It's not like flying with a Mavic Air battery. These things they're a little bit different when it comes to battery tech. So this will be my first time flying on a plane with any kind of drones. I don't travel much.
Well, you don't travel on planes much, but you'll get in the truck and head out heartbeat.
Yeah, I drove. Well, yeah, during Spin Up last year, I drove with me, my wife, and 3 girls, and it took us like 21 hours to get to Texas, because I'm in South Florida. I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, nice. I
Talking about
love flying out there in Fort Lauderdale.
beaches, yeah, beaches. We got them everywhere.
Yeah.
I was born and raised on a beach. I don't even like going to them anymore. You get sand all over the place. The kids love it,
Yeah.
not me.
Right. So as I was saying that, we're trying to get more of these meetups. I'm trying to get with a couple of guys to do one out here on the West Coast, either here in California or even in Vegas, one of the two locations, because I'm only about 3 hours out of Vegas and less than an hour out of LA. So we're trying to get ourselves organized so we can have something for the folks who live out west to
That'd
have
be
a
fun.
meetup. And a lot of guys, like I say, Matt says Matt's never been to Vegas. He would love to have an excuse to come to Vegas. So
I'd love to have an excuse too.
That would be my excuse. These drone
Right.
things. Once you start getting deeper into the community, these drone meetups that happen all over the country, they kind of become priority to you. Like I want to get here, I want to get there. Like when I went to Spin Up, it was my first time in Texas. I'm going to Chicago next month. That's my first time in Illinois. And then these guys are talking about doing Vegas, and I've never been to Vegas before.
Yeah, we have Georgia Drone Pilots. It's a Facebook group. They have regular meetups, and then they'll have a big annual Christmas party where they're like award folks who have like some of the best footage throughout the year and stuff like that. So they have at least once a month meetups that I try to get to.
That's good. That's good. That's like the guys up in New York, 5 boroughs. They meet up at least once a month, if not every other week. And that's good when you can have an organization like that where you get to know people and hang out on a regular basis. And that's what we're trying to build in all these different locations is people get to know each other. I mean, where I'm out here in California, a lot of us are close enough to meet every week, but we still got to get that motivation going to make. In other words, get in the car, make a little effort, and go. Everybody wants to be in their own backyard. And it doesn't happen that way.
I know I know Bob Dempsey's talking about doing it. So is Tom. Tom is
they're both in Vegas.
That would be awesome.
And that's why I tell them, just start talking about it, start organizing it, and we'll put something together here, hopefully over the next year, and we'll have maybe our first annual meetup in Vegas.
You see, like a lot of people like me included, when you think of Vegas, you think of casinos, you think of the Strip, but from what I've seen, like pictures from Tom and those guys, the scenery out there is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's a different type for you guys from the East Coast and down south. For me, I'm only 10, 15 minutes for that type of scenery. You go up the Cajon Pass up to Victorville area for where I live at, and I get the same thing in an area called Mormon Rock, and you get those same scenic views like that, and it is quite awe if you've not been around that before. That type of landscape before. So it is something new. That for me to go down, you guys, where you guys live at. Like I've been in Georgia. I was down there, I think 2017 for some family business, but everything's so green. I'm like, wow. I'm amazed at all these green trees everywhere, green grass everywhere. Creeks, run down back people's property and stuff. I'm like, this is not California like I'm used to it.
No. You guys have those beautiful mountains, man. That's one thing we lack.
Yeah, like I said, I got those mountains no more than 2 minutes across the 215.
Our mountains in South Florida are landfills.
Yeah. Just a different type of scenery can make a big difference.
How is it? Sorry.
Go ahead, Kim. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how is it flying in Vegas, like approval wise and like restrictions and all that, like on the Strip?
Like I say, the Strip is a restricted airspace. There are possibilities to get some flight near it, but flying down the Strip, it'll take quite a bit of FAA approval to get it done. It's not impossible to have it done.
Could you imagine circling and doing orbiting and stuff around all those crazy looking hotels?
Yeah. Woo! So it's not impossible, but it takes a little more paperwork. Like you said, it's like traveling. You got to contact the FAA because it is controlled airspace. You have it used to be McCarran Airport. I guess they named it after the last senator who retired now. It's named after him now. And then as you go a little south of the Strip, you run to a small executive airport and what we call Henderson, Nevada, which is keeps things locked up. So, and all the footage that you see that see Tom flying and everything else, that's about maybe 20, 30 minutes outside of Vegas itself, right next to the freeways and maybe out towards the dams and everything else, where you see a lot of these mountains out there where you see them flying. So, like I said, it may take a little effort to get out to a little spot where you have clear airspace and just let it rip.
Now,
And
now
go from there.
if I'm not mistaken, Dre,
Yes.
Recoveryone asked the question: the Hoover
Yeah.
Dam is restricted, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is restricted because it's a infrastructure.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you can get out towards that area. And I said the Hoover Dam itself may have maybe a 1 mile radius.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to fly necessarily right over it, but you can get to the area.
Yeah, because it's a critical infrastructure location. So
now
it's probably restricted.
Let me welcome Jose Mendez Drone Ups. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. And Dre, Ray Kelly, they went ahead and say that you guys had a mini meetup between you, Steve, his son, and his wife, correct?
Yeah. Like I say, Ray Kelly, I always call Ray Kelly the ambassador of the drone community because Ray travels up and down the East Coast.
He's everywhere.
One of them folks who has the retirement funds and lifestyle of having homes in Florida and New York City. And I guess his son lives out here in Southern California. So when he told me he was coming out here, I made an effort to drive down to Dana Point. We met down there where Steve Carpenter lives. And we had a little light meetup, just the three of us, had a good time. Spent the whole morning together and did some flying out there over Dana Point Harbor and had some breakfast and everything else and just had a good time.
That's all it takes is a few people, bro. That's all it takes.
I also always tell folks, if if you are the one that's traveling and you come out here, let us know. Mm-hmm. Let some people know. Bring your drone, let us know. And I'm sure wherever you go, people will be accommodating for you to come out there, show you some good locations to fly at, spend some time together. And 9 times out of 10, you'll probably do spending more time talking than you will flying.
We're almost, I think we're probably to the point now where we have friends in damn near every state.
Is it pretty much?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, question, Ken, when it comes to your remotes, do you have your remote just bare where it's only the remote and the phone, or do you have any kind of accessories for the remote?
You fly with a tablet or just your phone?
I just fly with my phone. And I actually have damaged a lot of phones that way because usually the case doesn't really fit on the phone. So I have to take it out. And I'm like rushing, and then like I've damaged my S20. Thankfully, I have this flip phone that I use that's a little more thin and stuff, but the Mini 3 Pro, I got the controller with the controller RC that came with the screen. So it's okay. I kind of thought it would be a little more to it than I guess I thought it would be like the Pro controller, but it's not. You can't add apps. You can't do some things that you could do on the Pro controller.
It's really
hence the reason that it's only a quarter of the price too. Which sooner or later, from what I'm hearing, maybe next month, it's gonna be compatible with the Air 2S, hopefully.
I hope so, because right now, I have that other controller where I have to add my phone and stuff. So I hope it will be compatible soon.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you hang around these chats with us for a while, and I guarantee you somebody will be ready to sell you a built-in screen controller here in a heartbeat. These guys go through equipment like Skittles.
Yeah. By the way, we got to get you a copy of one of these.
What is that?
That is our drone show guide. Look at all the shows during the week.
Oh wow, yeah, definitely let me know, because I've been like, I definitely saw you went live, Maddie, and then I've been popping in trying to see, but yeah, definitely that'll help me.
Yeah, I think there's a live drone show almost every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Some days there's 3 or 4 of them in a day.
I got them all up here too. I could probably tell you every one of them.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time. I spend more time watching live streams than I do TV.
Yeah. So like I say, some of those shows will be just general talk. Some of them are FPV talk. Some of them are just, just like tonight, we talk mostly GPS stuff in this show here. And we try to touch a little bit about the rules and regulations and other equipment. Like I say, Adrian, if you want to ask about an accessory, he probably already has it. From ND filters to tablet mounts and phone mounts and everything else.
Speaking of rules and regulations, Dre, I'm going to set my appointment. I've started studying. I'm going to do the first week of August. So hopefully I have my 107 by the time I get to Chicago.
Good deal, man.
After all this
Good deal.
time, I'm finally buckling down and doing it.
Well, like I say, she just gave you a great example. Now she's using a Air 2 with her own industry, and she's getting work.
Yep.
She's got that because she's got that 107.
Yeah.
And like I said, you probably had 3 times the experience that she does flying drones.
Yeah, I've been flying for a while.
So,
How long have you been flying?
Just a few years. So like since 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple of years. Yeah.
What's going on, Bob Casey? How you doing, buddy? Northside Hawk, Cryptomon 5000, Drone Annual Visual. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that. So, Kim, are you a thumber or pincher?
Oh, what? I'm sorry. What?
Okay. Are you a thumber with your thumb or do you pinch?
How do you hold the sticks when you fly? What do you?
Thumb. I think.
Your
Yeah.
thumb.
Thumb. Yeah. I don't.
Just fly with your
Yeah.
thumbs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're a thumber. Okay. That's
Yeah,
what we call it.
we have this question in the drone world where actually the conversation usually goes off the rails when the question comes up, but it's because a lot of people when they fly they pinch it with their fingers like that.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. No.
Yeah.
That seems like it's uncomfortable, but maybe not for
There you
everyone.
Yeah. What that comes from is those that use older drones like the Phantom series, where the stick's a little longer, and especially those with FPV controllers like Maddie showed you.
Yeah.
The sticks are a little longer and the control's a little bigger, so you can do the little pinch move with both the forefinger and your thumb. And some say it makes you a little more precise. For me, I'm a thumber, and I just condition my thumbs to be where I need them to be.
You get a lot of people that are pinchers in the FPV world, but when it comes to a camera drone, it's different because, as you know, you have a camera to control.
Right.
So one of your fingers has to be on that camera dial. Well, with FPV, you don't have a camera dial.
Right.
So you've got all your fingers to use. Like me, I can pinch if I fly FPV, but when I fly with my Air 2S, I have to use my thumbs because my pointer finger is the best when it comes to that camera dial.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I tell people that, when you go out and fly, you need to try to challenge yourself. And that's why I tell people about being able to do different maneuvers with the sticks and have that index finger out there to control the gimbal at the same time. And that's when you start to see where you get a lot of cinematic looks from your footage, because you got to think in like a 3 and 4 dimensional movement. And I tell folks the reason why I caught onto it kind of fast, because I come from the construction world and I used to operate a backhoe years and years ago. And operating a backhoe piece of equipment is what you got to think about. Moving that bucket around is almost controlling your hand. You can make it go all these different directions with that bucket and everything else. And you got to think about, how do I want to just do this and do that? And same thing with the drone. Use both sticks to move. I tell people, when you're only using one stick to move at a time, you're very robotic in your movements. And that's why you see some footage where people just like go straight and then they turn, and it's like a jerky movement. And I say you want to create that smooth movement. And the best way to do that is take your thumbs, whatever you pinch, whatever, and you move both sticks in that direction. And it makes the drone fly like a plane flies.
That's why I can't wait to get my hands on that RC, because not only can you do, first of all, the gimbals on that thing are a lot more precise than our normal gimbals because they're spring tensioned. But having that zoom wheel, that zoom wheel is money for when it comes to cinematic type shots. You can do the zoom and control the gimbal at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So like I say, those are some of the finer details in this flying. And that's why I tell people, no matter what you're doing, if you're out just having fun, challenge yourself. Just say, oh, I'm going to fly over here and get a picture of this tree or statue, whatever, and then see how nice you can get that drone to fly smoothly around it. Just like I tell people, I said, look what you see on TV and how smooth they do a 360 or a panorama, or even a reveal where the gimbal starts low, and as you go forward, it slowly creeps up and reveals your shots and stuff. And the work you do, hotels will eat that stuff up.
Oh, reveal shots are awesome when it comes to hotels and real estate and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, flying into it or pulling back and get that gimbal to come up nice and slow as you're either coming towards it or pulling back away from it.
Yep.
and it gives you a nice reveal.
Hey, V-Dub, thank you, sir. Do please hit that thumbs up on the stream. I appreciate it.
Chris Hope, hey, buddy.
How you doing, buddy? Thank you for
Mr.
popping
Chris Hope in the house.
in. We got Travel Tech 360. How you doing, buddy? We got Bob Casey Ariel. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
Show.
Question.
Answer.
For the guest again. You're not the guest.
I ain't no guest.
Hey, Kim, when it comes to your Part 107, is and you also mentioned about travel. So you do both, or you do one only, or do you do them at the same time?
So I do them at the same time. I try to kind of incorporate it into my offerings for on the travel side because I just started my drone channel last year, but I've had my travel channel for well over since 2014. So since I have like about 30,000 followers on my travel Instagram, I try to incorporate it both into it. So like I might use drone footage into my reels or whatnot and stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Hey, brother Charlie Goluski, how you doing, buddy?
There's no two things that go better together than travel and a drone.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Mr. Gary Brown Area, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that, sir.
If you see what Chris Hope? See what Chris said?
Yeah, that's what I was laughing about. Chris
what
Hope.
did he say?
If you need help with the range chest, I know a guy, Kim.
Hey, man. Shut your mouth, sir.
I was like, wait, what?
It's an inside joke. Inside joke, Kim.
How you doing, Brent Emo Possum? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Don't pay them any mind, Kim. They're just a bunch of BS. They don't know what they're talking about. Hey, Gary. How you doing, Brent Ariel? Thank you for popping in. I know they're talking about me, but...
Yeah, that's the normal around here. Everybody knows everybody, so you'll see everybody poking at each other.
Well, also say hello to one of our new people here, Northside Hawk from Australia. He's from Melbourne, Australia. Glad you could join in, partner. I know it's Sunday morning over there, middle of the night, probably. Yeah. So we
gotta love it. Everybody from all over the world hanging out in a single chat. Isn't that cool? Gotta love it.
Michael Blade FPV just came in.
Michael Blade FPV, how you doing, buddy? Actually, he was in here earlier when you went missing, Mr. Drake.
Whatever. And those who were waiting for me to show up, I got my link to come in at 5:59.
I'm not surprised.
So I'm sitting here scrambling to hook up all my equipment because usually Adrian's been using Zoom. All of a sudden tonight he wants to use StreamYard. So I had to rewire everything. I got my computer sitting on top. I got to take it back to the shop to get the other hard drive put in and everything. Yeah, I'm running off at the mouth now because I'm talking about you. So don't worry about it. So
speaking of hard drive, I got one today from my buddy AZ Drone Dude, and I don't even know how to use it. It's an external hard drive.
Well, mine is I got those, but I got it up here because I had to cross load a lot of my data off the old drive and everything. So I've been all night last night and today just been reinstalling software, emails, all that kind of stuff. That's a pain in the butt. I tell everybody, like I tell the guy at the shop, I said, today we're so wired into our phones, computers, tablets, whatever. It's not the device, the hardware that we miss. It's the information that it holds. It's so important, the software. And that's where we get frustrated at. Because now, like I say, I've been spending the whole last 24 hours since I got this back trying to load everything back on it. Trying to make sure I'm checking all my Google Drives, Dropbox accounts, everything else to see if I'm missing anything and stuff. So, yeah. So I got to take it back to the guy on Monday. He'll put that other half a terabyte backup drive in. Then I'll put it back on the table where it belongs and be back and hopefully all completely wired up. So I'll have to go through all these hoops, Adrian, when you come on whatever decide streaming platform you want to use. What we're gonna use next week? OBS.
So how you doing, Blind Neil? Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Appreciate that. Straight up ignored you.
He ignored you, yeah.
I know. I'm gonna talk about it.
No, next week we're actually gonna be using Restream. We're gonna use that one.
Yeah, see, Restream. See,
are you? Oh, I'm not really fond of that one. I
like StreamYard. This is what I use.
Yeah, StreamYard's simple. It is. That's what I use. It's just simple. I had the paid version for a while, but then the more people you have on, the more clustered it gets, and it's hard to talk. So I said, why pay for it? 6 is plenty.
Sometimes it tends to be a cluster, you know what?
Oh, especially on this channel.
And then we all want to talk at the same time and blah, blah, blah. That you can't hear nothing but a bunch of grown-ass men screaming at each other.
It's the worst when somebody's internet is bad and they have a lag. So then they start to talk, and you're talking, and then they start talking over you, and then all of a sudden you get 2 minutes of silence. Somebody gonna talk?
And of course, Kim, they're talking crap about me too because my internet is
No,
crappy.
but you don't ever lag. You don't lag that. You never lag.
No,
Your picture might pixelate, but you don't lag.
well, let's just put it out there, Batty. Your picture's clear. Kim is razor sharp clear. Mine is clear. What is Adrian's picture? Why does yours look like a 1975 TV commercial?
I didn't want to say anything since I'm new, but yeah.
No, you can say whatever you want. You can say anything you want here.
I thought maybe he was on his phone or something.
No. So, I'll be damned.
So that's all we try to say, using all these different programs, but the results continue to be the same. So we can move on now.
Hey, little Llama Laura, how you doing? We got Mr. Chris Wedgeworth. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Papa. He said I'm only
Laura came in again.
44p.
She's supposed to be in the bed sleep. She's little Llama Laura from England.
144p. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she stays up late for all of us. She's cool. Yeah. Laura's a big part of the community too.
Bob, Chris Wedgeworth, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, Mr. Gary Brown Ariel. Yeah, I do look a little fuzzy. I'm sorry, man. I got crappy internet here at home. I'm actually looking into getting that darn that crap that guy is trying to bring out.
Starlink?
Yes. They finally said that is available, but I gotta wait a freaking year for me to receive the equipment.
Yeah, I know. Then don't you have to pay up front? Or you pay $100 now and then you pay the rest after?
You put a down payment of $99 now, and then you gotta wait a year to receive your equipment, and then you'll be able to get it.
It's like $800 for the equipment, isn't it?
I was just thinking, is that like Zero Robotics? You give them $99,
right?
And 2 years later you get the drones.
Yeah. When all the technology has already gone up and everything's changed, and then you get the same old crap.
Now, I don't know if you are checking the chat out, Kim, but the gentleman came in here, Mr. Brent Ariels. He is from Canada.
Hey, we also got Mr. Mike Rennick. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in.
Mike.
Yeah, the chat's going by so fast. I was hoping I could respond in the StreamYard, but I can't.
Right? Yeah, you can. If you see if you want to respond to a question or something you see, go by the chat. Feel free to jump in at any time. I'm just pointing out some people, let you know these are the people that you can run into. They're international.
Do you only have StreamYard open?
I have StreamYard and the YouTube, but I was hoping I could respond in StreamYard as opposed to on YouTube because I see the comments, but I don't see like a response on StreamYard. So I'm just responding on YouTube.
No, that's weird because you used to be able to. Is that something that I noticed is missing?
What?
You used to be able to respond in StreamYard to the comments.
If you are in the panel, you should be able to.
Not anymore.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I just noticed that.
Oh, so you gotta. Then you gotta. See, I could do it. I could.
Oh, the host.
Okay, I see it now. I just got it now. New comment. Oh, it's new comments. Not for me to comment. Okay.
Yeah, no, there used to be. There's a comment line, but I think that's only. I'm gonna go in my StreamYard account now just to see it, but I think it's only for the host.
Hey, brother James Morgan, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir. And Gary's gonna go. He gotta go. He said he going swimming later. Good night, Gary. Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Enter studio.
All
Is this gonna kick my camera off if I do this? I'm live.
Might be.
Oh yeah, post the comment. Okay, so I can do it in mine. So only the host can chat.
Yeah, so I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, but in StreamYard though, when you chat, you can't tag somebody. You know how you put the @ and then like the first 2 letters and then their name pops up? StreamYard doesn't do that.
Okay, yeah.
So it's actually easier just to pop out the chat from YouTube and then
and
close YouTube down.
Oh, wait, pop it out. Oh, I see.
Out chat.
Oh, I've never even seen that.
And then close YouTube and then make sure you're in live chat. And then you just chat in YouTube. That's what I do for my show.
Oh, thanks. I've never even seen that pop out.
Much easier that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Maddie, you have your stream on Tuesday and Sunday, right?
No, I don't do Sundays. I don't do Tuesdays anymore. I'm Sunday
Only
evenings
Sundays.
at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay, all right. All right.
Sundays. Yeah, I moved. Mike from Philly Drone Life started doing Tuesday nights again, so I decided instead of bumping heads with him, I would just pick a time where nobody else is on.
Okay. Hey, little Lama Laura. She said if she doesn't answer, she falling asleep. It's probably late over there where you at.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
almost 3 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a few second delay. That is right. No, said Hub.
Yeah.
From stream
Also, Kim, if you want, when you're in YouTube, did you know that if you click the 3 dots next to somebody's name, you can go to their channel?
I found that out when I was on y'all's when I was watching
Okay.
the other.
Yeah, you could if you
Um,
want to like sub to
oh,
somebody,
okay.
the 3 dots, you just hit go to channel, and that makes it so much easier.
Okay.
That's the reason it's good when everybody in the chat is a mod.
Yeah, when they exactly. I was just about to say.
Everybody in my stream is a moderator, and if they come in and they're not a moderator, then I know they're new because I change it right away. It's without
Just like
the
mine
moderator.
just like mine right now. Everybody's a moderator.
Yeah, except Laura. Actually, I don't think Laura is. Did you get her? Laura's not.
She been one, hasn't she?
No, her name's in small.
I don't
Not
do
blue.
that where I only pick a select few moderators and then leave the rest. I don't
No,
like
she
that.
ain't. Hold on, I'm about to give up Blue Range right now. I didn't even see
There
that.
we go.
Oh, I see now. I'm trying to keep up. Y'all's chat is really busy and active and cool. Like it's a cool chat. I like it.
Yeah.
They're cool people. It's the same people every week on all the streams. Really, you get the same people. You're gonna start noticing the names in the chat. Whatever show you go to, they're all the freaking same. always
You
the
are
same
now, little Amalora. I just gave you a Blue Range. Earlier today, my wife.
Oh
said
yeah.
more than
Yeah, he's getting her a mini too.
Nice, sweet. Now she'll be able to fly with him.
Yeah.
So, put on Marvin Gaye.
All right.
See here. Okie dokie. So Dre,
Yes, sir.
talk to me, buddy. How is that that drone doing?
Well, Joe's doing fine. I had some car issues this morning.
The one you said you were gonna give to me. The one that the last one you
yeah.
bought?
Oh, that one's still at Best Buy.
Stop it, is that where it is?
That's where it's at. So you can go get it anytime you want.
What happened to your car today? You said you're having car trouble.
Oh, the return hose on the reservoir tank came loose, and I lost all my fluid. So I had to just creep over to AutoZone. I was there I was on my way to get a job, so I'm traveling 6 o'clock in the morning. So I creep over to the AutoZone, and I'm thinking that AutoZone should be open about 6:30. They had open to 7:30. So I'm sitting in the parking lot for over an hour for them to open, so I can go buy some coolant, put back in my car, and go home.
Damn it, man. Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Bill?
Yeah, I had car trouble this week too. That's why I haven't gotten to. I got my Mini 3 Pro the same day I had to get my car towed, so I haven't even had a chance to fly the new one that I got. We actually returned to the office for the first time in a year, and my car just stopped working.
Yeah, well, it's not that serious. I was on my way, Jacob. So tomorrow morning, I got to get up and head out there and get this job done, and get my my photos uploaded.
Doesn't that suck when you have car trouble?
Oh, yeah,
it does.
And I always say, at least I was, not out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I do have AAA and stuff, but I was able just to get off the freeway, 2 or 3 blocks, sit right there and wait for people to open the doors and take care of it.
Yeah, water.
That's about it. But I guess I got to get up tomorrow at 4 a.m., hit the road by at least 5 so I can be out there at daybreak and get the job done because it's supposed to be 100 degrees tomorrow. So you can't be fooling around waiting for the sun to get up.
This is going to be about 100 degrees over there in California?
Yep, 100 degrees. So like I say, me, first flight's going to probably be around 6:30 a.m. So I can get
I'm getting a little tired of coming out and trying to fly midday myself. It's got to the point now where even in the shade,
Yeah.
I'm through with it.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I mean, even, you can get like the hood for your controller and stuff, but
Yeah.
that, and then like I don't really like the lighting as far as I feel like I have to do more editing when I do those midday versus some of the earlier shots or evening.
That's things you learn about when people talk about golden hour. You get 2 times a golden hour, right at sunset, and then right at sunrise. Because we usually call the golden hours of flight, to where the sun is not as powerful. You get the long shadows, which really helps the drone draw out the colors and the contrast of colors during those time of days and stuff. But a lot of commercial work, especially real estate, housing real estate, those people want you to come out between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and it's hard. You really got to know your drone, know what your ND filters can do. Now, for me, being out here in California, I always use polarized filters because of where I live out here is a desert type atmosphere. So I need to pull whatever colors I can, make sure they pop out and so forth.
Same thing down here with water. I always use polarized, always, because I'm constantly flying over water.
Right. So polarized filters are a must for me, no matter when I fly middle of the day for sure and stuff. But yeah, the flying early in the morning, it's beautiful.
Art must have just finished up.
I should have finished up about a half an hour ago.
Oh, did he?
He should have. unless what's his name came on from the Philippines.
He actually in the chat right now, so I'm assuming he
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
he's done. But I mean, I thought he was wrapping up when we started. Unless James came on. I know usually James comes on usually right towards the last 15, 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
James, come on, party is over.
Yeah, they got. I was on Art's show with him for a little bit when I got off. I'm glad I did when I did, because they started talking old TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Being 38, I'm like, yo, I am so lost right now. It's not even funny. So I'm kind of happy. I would have been sitting there like a dead duck. So I was like, nope, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. I heard your comment in the chat, man. He said, "I'm out of here."
Damn old people talk. I'm out.
Yeah. You let us old guys talk about our childhoods, and we'll get to going, dude.
Hey, I love it though. Being one of the younger guys in the group, I love hanging out with you older guys. I learn a lot. Always.
Somebody just came into the stream. He's actually in the green room. Kim, forgive me, but well, if he get out of control, let me know and I'll kick him out. All right. He is kind of a nutbag. He's kind of a nutbag. You just let me know and I'll kick him out if you feel a little uncomfortable. Let me bring him on in.
Matt North or Bill Ronayne? Yep, Bill.
Kim seems like a lovely young woman. Maddie can scratch my ass. Old people came in. Old people? No, eat me. We were kind of stretching it a little bit, talking about some old programs and like that, because I know Artie wanted to say hi to his friend, and James came in, and it was interesting. We had a nice little.
I hung out for a while.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Artie, I'm sorry, Maddie. These programs, hit a nerve with some old, some of us old folks.
Oh, I know it.
That were watching some of these programs when we were younger, and they didn't have to have any special meaning or irrelevance or be woke or whatever else. They were just entertaining, and we just were just having fun. And the fact that you couldn't keep up, I'm very, very sorry.
I couldn't. I was the youngest one in the chat besides Chris of Sunrise Water Media, and I'm sure he was just as lost as I was.
I didn't even know he was there. He didn't bring
I
up
could
any...
not have said it better, Bill. Well played.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s, and all these shows were before, or actually during or before the 80s. So
no, some of them that were mentioned were from the 80s, but we ignored those.
Team 80s.
Anyway, Kim, I've never met you before. 80s? Nice to meet you. How you doing, honey?
Good. How are you?
You're good. I'm good. I've met Dre before. Hey, Dre, what's up, brother? It's been a while.
Not much, partner. I appreciate the reminiscing down memory lane. That's my era, dude.
Yeah, I know. We're about the same age, so And then you got the two youngins in here.
Kim, is that were you born in the 80s?
Yeah.
Were you? I'm 84. I don't know. Should I even ask? Or is that?
He looks good for 84, doesn't he?
I'm right behind, 1 year behind you.
Oh, okay.
85, yeah.
Oh, so I'm older than you. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're already. Trey and I were already kind of older by then.
I'm just gonna play this here. My oldest is your age.
I was
my oldest
84.
child.
I was 23 and 84.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian, you're still in your 30s, aren't you?
Second marriage already.
Oh, you son of a gun. No, I'm 44.
Oh, you're 52.
Well, but I'm
65.
44.
Are you 44? Really?
Yes.
I thought he was.
Well,
in his 30s still.
you know, you look damn good for 44 years old. You do.
I don't
You
know if
do.
I should take that as a compliment or you're hitting on me. Which one is it?
Well, either way, take it whatever way you like. You know, we
Kinda gonna go
live in
both
Florida.
ways.
We can work it out.
we can. We all live in. Yeah, good point. Got 3 Floridians on this bad boy.
Have a good night, buddy. Thank you for popping in. So, hey, we got Mr. Curry, man. Oh, in the house. We got Scott now. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it.
Well, you know what I always tell them, Bill. You come see me when you turn 60.
Well, I still have a long
That's
way to
what I
go.
said. That's right. You come see me, and then we'll go to the gym and work out together.
That's the ways up. Yeah, look
Well,
at
that ain't no fair because when we turn
right now, brother.
When we turn 60, we're going to be flying out and pushing you guys in wheelchairs just to get to our drone locations. That's not cool.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck.
It's all right.
Maddie, I saw a TikTok that said in 8 years, the 80s will be 50. And I'm like, wait, what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the reminders, Kim. You know,
I'm already stressing pushing 40. That's
See, you're not the only one, man. My bones be hurting sometimes.
I've got stupid physical issues that I shouldn't have at my age, but I do.
Wait, Adrian, what's hurting you?
Sometimes I have some bones that be hurting.
Oh,
Manual
bones. I thought,
labor.
he said balls. I thought he said balls. I'm sorry.
Damn, Phil.
I'm
Come on,
sorry.
dude.
I was going to say,
Welcome, Uncle Bill.
don't talk like that with Kim in the room. What's the matter with you?
Hey,
Oh,
Kim,
man.
now you're asking me, I'm gonna do it for you. Hold on, give me a minute. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. that is a classic move on this stream, Kim.
Just kicking people out.
Yeah, Adrian, let's
Kim, I
kick folks
apologize.
out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything you see around here.
Do you have kids? Do you?
Get to the hard question, huh?
If Kim
that a
doesn't
no?
mind, I'll put a little bit of her business out there. Kim is engaged.
Oh, yay.
Is she? Congratulations. honey.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
First
So I
time?
guess the kids question was kind of stupid.
Wait,
Well,
did somebody
maybe.
ask that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
didn't
did.
see- Oh, sorry. No, I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Smart.
first time engagement.
Nice.
Good for you.
All
Thanks.
things drone. Okay, I'm gonna have to subscribe to that. I'm not subscribed to you yet, my darling. And I apologize for
I was
that.
going to say, by the way, where are you? Because I remember that night you got to 154, and then the next morning they all disappeared.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that? It went back down to like 143 or
No
144.
shit. Yeah, we were talking about that, and I
Oh,
wondered,
well, she's up there now. She's at 155. So, okay.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
156.
It was at 149 probably before the stream. So
The
cool.
algorithm is YouTube's algorithm so weird.
It is. It sucks.
Where are you located, Kim?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, we're not that far apart. Okay.
Where are you?
Treasure Coast, Florida.
Oh, okay, okay.
Port St. Lucie. Yep. Cool.
Hey, Paul, Agent B, have a good evening, buddy. I'll see you later, man.
Sweet.
And keep up the good work.
Who left?
Paul.
Yeah, Widgeon Big. He's
He's a funny guy. I like.
He's been
Paul.
putting out some great videos lately.
Really good.
Awesome videos.
Really good. Really
good.
Nice person.
Really good editing work he's been doing.
Yeah,
he is.
But you know what? Overall, very nice person. Family guy, loves his kids.
Yep.
You got to dig someone like that, and he's putting some nice stuff out. Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's super cool. I keep trying to win that damn Amazon gift card. I keep losing.
To let you know, Kim.
Bro, I had my phone set up.
You're
I had
coming in
the
too late,
computer
man.
going, and dude, every time the number came, that code came up, I was bop, 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 and damn it, somebody already had it.
Kim, what they're talking about, every time Paul Wiggenbig puts out a video, he attaches a $30 gift card,
$25 Amazon.
$25 Amazon gift card, and it flashes a code at the end of the video or something.
Yeah.
And if you're one of the lucky winners, you get the gift card.
Oh, that's a cool little tactic right
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't. What he does is instead of posting videos all the time, he does a premiere every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And on that Sunday is what he'll do, and he sticks the code in at the end, and you have to be on Amazon and put the code in right away. He doesn't know who wins unless somebody tells him they won.
Yeah.
So yeah, tomorrow 5 p.m. Eastern he'll do another one. Every Sunday he does it. I had it in within seconds, and I still didn't get it. So somebody was all over it. But it was like a 15 letters and numbers. It was a pain in the butt to get in there.
Yeah. And like I say, stickers are a big thing with a lot of these guys who have stickers. And a lot of times they'll do their live streams, and they'll have either a spin the wheel or pick a number, and you can win each other's stickers and stuff. I think Matty has his.
Hey, all them stickers. There's all like 60-something stickers from all different YouTube channels.
There's my stickers. I don't know why Adrian don't have stickers already. I don't know what he's dragging his feet about. But
I'm working on it, but I don't have them yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Mostly everybody else got stickers in the last year or so, but
I don't even know.
Adrian probably bought some more accessories instead of investing in stickers.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Stickers. Yeah, stickers are the fun. We're like a bunch of children. Everybody's got stickers now. It's fun.
Yeah. So, like I say, there's a lot of little ideas you can probably get from us as far as for your business. Always giving away, business cards and brochures and stickers or something, or even you can get somebody to make the magnetized stuff as like a sticker, go on people's refrigerators or whatever. So.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
And we have people in here who actually design them and make them. Who's the one that does a lot of the designing, Matty?
Well, Chris from Westwater Media does that. Cause
he does. He's been very busy too lately, so it's tough to get through to him. But there's a few other guys like Mike and Sergio from Fly Zone Drones helped me come up with mine. I gave them the ideas of what I wanted, and they drew it out, and it worked out. But there's quite a few talented people in this.
Yeah,
and this hobby.
Is Brad Austin still in the chat? Does he do the coasters or something like that?
Brad Austin does coasters, and he also does graphic design type stuff. Johnny Drone Flyer, he's good at it.
Johnny.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people that do it.
Yeah.
And the best part is that with friends like these guys, with any of these guys, all you do is call them and say, "Hey, can you do this for me or this for me or this?" Not a problem. Not a problem. Very helpful.
Yeah.
Bob Casey is going to be getting stickers soon, so that's good. Cool.
Yeah. Bob Casey is good people.
Yes, he is. One of the best.
Yep. Everybody who comes to my office always asks about that flag he made for me.
Oh yeah, I gave mine to my father for Christmas because he's a Vietnam veteran and he absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That's great.
Now, I do agree with Northside Hawk. I did start using Canva for my thumbnails and doing some stuff. Actually, Johnny John Fry is the one that told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use it, Matty? Canva?
I do not.
Okay.
Actually, Lee from Adventure FPV?
Yes.
He does my stuff. He did my intro. He helped clean up. Actually, Robbie from Travel Tech 360 is also another very good graphic design guy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. But Lee's the one that did my intro and all that stuff. It just people around. If you ask around, somebody is bound to say, "Yeah, I'll do it for you. No problem." Instead of doing it myself, because I'm not that talented.
You use that as well, Kim? The Canva?
Yeah, I use it a lot. Not so much on the drone channel. Well, I do use it for my drone, but more so on the travel. Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know what it is.
Look, Canva. It's just it's a free / paid site for graphic design.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the more in depth you get into it.
It's like drag and drop, my Matty. You drag and you drop it, and you do whatever you want to do.
I love it.
I used to have the paid version, but why pay for it if you do the same damn thing if you use the free version? So I just canceled it, and that's all I use.
Whoa.
Not here.
Dre's escort service.
Yeah.
You know, that sounds like a dating thing. Why pay for it if you get it for free? I don't understand.
Jake's Drone Life, what up?
Thank you, Bill, for that
How you
side
doing,
note.
Chris? MB Jordan, how you doing?
You know, what's Canva? I mean, I use Photoshop. Does that work okay?
Yeah, well, Canva has already preset designs that you can get some
Okay.
ideals from, and like I say, you just drop it in there and drop another overlay over that, drop another overlay over that. You know, it's for us I would say artistic individuals.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Yeah, me too.
What do you give up for that? Then they must make something from it.
Well, the thing is here, they get you hooked on it, so you'll end up going for a paid account.
Yeah. Oh, I want more.
That's it. I mean, they don't make you promise to allow them to use some of your footage if they like it.
No.
But they do have some stuff that's like specific for pro. So like some of the like footage is pro only. So if you don't like some of the,
you're right.
like the 720 quality, you could pay for something better.
When you say footage, you mean like what kind of footage would you use?
So they have like
Canva?
so sometimes I'll use B-roll on some of my travel videos on there. So they have you can just type in a location and put it in, or if you're looking for some type of something for your thumbnail, or I'm on Pinterest, so I'll use it for pins too. So they just have better quality for the pro. But I really like the background remover. So like a lot of my thumbnails will just be like me and like a color background. Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, brother Chris, NB Drones. We got Mr. Jake's Drone Lives. How you doing, buddy?
I must say your website is impressive. I like your website. It's very detailed and laid out really well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I use like WordPress, and I'll do like the bare bones of it, and then I'll get somebody to kind of fill in some of the stuff. But I at least pick out the theme.
Yeah, but there's like so many different items in here you can go through. Adrian, have you ever seen the website? It's actually pretty damn cool.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
Thanks.
The drone tips and all things drone freebies, home articles. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Thank you.
You said it's a WordPress site.
Yeah.
Did you purchase the theme, or did you do that yourself, or?
I believe it was I think I did like a purchase of a theme. Like it was a video theme that I had to use. So yeah, I purchased the theme.
WordPress is the way to go. It's really easy to use, and it's very powerful. And there's all kinds of different themes that you can get. You can either purchase or get a free one and adjust it yourself. But if you purchase it, you can take their tag off the bottom of it. Good job. Very, very nice work. Good job.
Now, Kim, when Bill speaks, he speaks from a background of technology. Bill doesn't say much about his past, but he has a technological background. Very deep. He worked in networking and things of that. So even though his comments are a little bit rude and off the cuff at times, but he is a smart guy.
He is one smart son of a bitch.
It's all Google. Google makes us all geniuses.
Yeah, and if you catch him on a good night when he's all liquored up, it's a show in itself.
This is number 5.
All right.
Keep a track. This is citrus IPA, 7.25% alcohol. So these are anyway. Great way to go. WordPress is awesome. You can log in. You can make changes. Boom. You need little or no web development skills to do it. Which who needs the time? Who needs to find the time to learn all that stuff? You don't need to. So good job. That's all. Nice job. It looks good. I'm going to fill my vape. I'll be right back.
Okay. Stay off the roof.
Yeah, I occasionally fly from my roof, Kim, just so you know. People will talk about it, If you get past the trees, the range is so much better from the roof. I don't usually do it, 6 or 7 beers in, though.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, not good. Atlanta.
Brazil Air View, welcome.
Hey, Brazil Airview. Thank you for
I
popping
pass
in.
through, I pass through Atlanta every time I go visit my brother, and I go up north to visit my son, and like that. We're gonna meet up and fly sometime, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, let's do it. And I was talking about earlier. Well, he's gone.
Does your
Okay.
fiance fly?
No. He
So it's
actually like he'll hold the controller if I need him to kind of hold it while I'm doing some stuff and film me. But yeah, so that's why when I saw that comment earlier, when I can't remember who said that his wife wants one, I'm like,
yeah.
she needs to talk to my fiance.
Yeah, see, my wife won't. She can fly. She's flown, but she's not like a flyer. She won't walk out and go fly. Like if I ask her to, she will, but she's not a flyer. Usually it's backwards. Usually it's the husband that flies and the wife that doesn't. But you fly and your fiance doesn't. It's kind of backwards. Weird.
And he actually has picked up
Right
on
here.
some. Yeah, he actually picked up on some like just of some of the phrasings and stuff. So when we were in Colombia, I was like, man, it's so harsh. I can't really see my drone. He was like, why don't you just return it home? And I'm like, what? How do you know that?
Oh, how'd you know about return to home?
So he was like, yeah, you told me that. And so yeah,
Oh, there
he
you
was
go.
he was there when I actually lost my drone. So he was like, well, at least you are safe and everything. And he's like, you have some content now. I'm like, that's not the content that I want to talk
So
about.
Kim, you're saying he doesn't fly. When he's flown, he doesn't think it's cool, or he doesn't enjoy it, or he just thinks this is your thing and he's just there to support you. What do you think?
He's just there to support. He'll like watch, like if I need him to come, like Colombia has a lot of panhandling and it's like, so he'll come and like kind of watch everything and just be
Protect
there.
you.
Yeah.
Protect her.
And he's just like, it's my thing. So I already have him taking pictures of me, like for travel. If I have to do
Cool.
like a travel job, he'll take the photo. So I think, doing that is enough for him. He's kind of.
Does he have other hobbies? Like you're doing droning and travel stuff. What does he do? Does he have a hobby or something that he's into?
He's big on, he has actually his own like YouTube channel. He's big on like thrifting and reselling on eBay and all that stuff. So he does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you say drifting?
Thrifting.
Like a thrift.
Buy and sell.
Yeah, buying and selling on eBay.
Not drifting with a card. Thrifting.
You have to excuse him, Kim. When he has a couple of old grandpa cough medicine, he goes all loopy. You got to excuse him.
I'm old. My hearing's not very good.
Grandpa
It's
cough medicine?
Grandpa old cough medicine, yeah.
Shit. I was going to say drifting, you can follow him with the drone. But even
Yep.
with drifting.
She said thrifting, not drifting.
Drifting, got it. That's very cool. That's a great hobby, thrifting. And actually, you should follow around with a drone as he's thrifting.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's crazy when we go on trips. So like he has to find like the thrift stores in that city, and then it's kind of like we kind of trade off. So he does thrift stores, or he'll try to go to a baseball stadium he's not been to, and then meanwhile I'll have him take pictures of me and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of like a little compromise and trade off there.
What does he thrift for? I mean, is it about furniture, clothing? I mean, what does he generally look for? Knickknacks?
It just depends. He'll go. He has a strategy where he'll look at stuff that's trending on eBay and then look at how much they're selling for. So he's seen like a lot of success with some of those like Starbucks coffee mugs. I'm trying to think. Like he's even sold some of my old drones on his eBay and stuff like that.
That's very smart. So he's making a living doing this and reselling what he finds on eBay.
Yep.
That's awesome. That really is. That's very cool.
Yeah, I could see that working out, hitting thrift shops across the state.
You just opened up a whole new world for me. I didn't even consider that when I retire.
Yeah,
I
go over to what do they call the big thrift shop? What's it called?
Goodwill.
Go over to Goodwill, pick up some stuff, and then mark that puppy up and throw it on eBay, and you're gonna sell it eventually.
Yeah,
right?
that's TJ's thing.
What up with the garage sale?
TJ's like, can you give me the drone?
Garage sales too. Yeah, that would.
Yeah, He hits up garage sales and stuff. I never even thought about flying a drone. I have like filmed him walking around the store and made like a short video reel for him and stuff. So I didn't think about like the drone
Well, I
piece.
mean, you could tail into it. I mean, or preview into it. Maybe if they don't mind, and I don't know why they would, but it says someone's having a pretty large estate sale, or like you said, a garage sale, and you'll tell them, hey guys, we're going to put it on our channel, which will help advertise what you're doing here, if you don't mind, and just put it up for 10 minutes, and just do
Aerial shots. Yeah.
aerial shots, revolve in, advertise the spot, and then you got some B-roll, you got some footage, and then whatever he puts on his site, you can add it all together, and then people, and that's a funny thing. People don't know what they have when they're selling it, and that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
I mean, it's not as easy as it seems on TV, because TV only cuts to the chase, only cuts to the big wins, But you'll find a diamond in the rough, and find things that you not make $1 million on, but you'll find things that are worth definitely more than the sellers thought they were worth.
Yep.
And that's a very, very cool, and that he does that. Yep.
That is cool.
So I'm gonna sell this hat over here. It's on sale. I'm gonna put it on eBay.
Please sell it.
Okay, Greg. Okay, Greg Norman.
I'm gonna take bids right now.
I'll see you later, Jose Mendez.
Later, Jose.
Man.
But but you guys can definitely combine and put that together.
I know people that do that with drones.
What?
Jake Life did that for a while. He was picking up drones, or even like you guys. We all know here. There's a dude named Max Air 420. He gets really, really, really good deals on marketplace and stuff for FPV drones and different kinds of drones. And most of the time he keeps them, but I mean he buys $800 airplanes for $200. He talks people down. Could you imagine?
That's another thing too. If you're gonna do this for them, it'd have to be something bigger, and it would have to be something that's gonna last more than one day. Because if you're there on the first day and you're posting it, hopefully they're gonna maybe do the sale over the weekend and have a second day and a third day, and you can video some great buys.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. I just bought this great Tiffany lamp for $50 or whatever. It's just a thought.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
What's his YouTube channel name?
My Money Chronicles.
Good name.
My Money Chronicles. It is a good name.
There he is. 13 subs. Jason?
Oh, yep. we need to fix that.
That's him. Side hustling and paying off debt.
When I heard that name, the first thing popped in my head is, I love when you call me Big Papa. Mad Money Chronicles. I love when you call me Big Papa. Just rolls off together.
I sub. Oh, he's got a website too.
Yeah.
My Money Chronicles, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's actually how we met, because we were both bloggers and met on Twitter talking about our blogs.
His name is Jason, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me throw his channel in the chat there.
Thank you for checking out my page. My name is Jason Butler. I'm the owner of
Copy.
I just put the link. I just put his link in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh, so did I. Perfect.
Did we? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I got him in there at the same time. That's funny.
All right.
Jake did. Yeah, Maddie, I'm starting to flip drones again. Don't tell my wife. She thinks I'm going to keep them all. That's what he does. He gets a good deal. You buy a $1,000 FPV combo for $500, turn around and sell it for $800. And if you do that all week, you're making money. There's a lot of people out there that believe it or not, that will sell that drone at a low price because they are desperate for that cash and they have no other choice. I mean, it's like taking advantage, but at the same time, you're helping them at the same, So.
No, it's just about taking advantage.
Yeah. But if somebody says, "Hey, I'll take it," because they're desperate, then at least you're helping them in a way.
We understand you're a son of a bitch. It's okay. Take
it. Max does that. I don't do that. Although I should.
Kim, let your fiance know that he got a couple subs through here. I just subbed to his channel as well.
Yeah,
thank you. Let me text him. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, hanging with JD. How you doing, buddy?
Cool. JD, what up?
Hey, Justin, how you doing? Drone 863.
Yeah,
That's
I did sell a mini on eBay. It was interesting. I think the person maybe had buyer's remorse because the Mini 2 had came out.
Oh yeah.
And he was like,
And
there's
there.
something wrong with this drone. And I'm like, no, it's not. I had recorded it flying like before I put in the box and even talked about how it has refresh on it and all that stuff. And he didn't respond after that. So I think he was going to try to send it back, but I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Now, did you put it as high as it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a perfectly good drone. I mean, he's just being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
pretty
with
much.
the mini. Nothing wrong with the mini one. It's a good drone.
It was probably because the Mini 2 had just gotten released, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when there's
that's
always
probably
something
right.
new, it scares you away from the old. That's the way it always is.
What'd you sell it to him for? How much?
This was maybe 2 something, I think.
Yeah,
This
you
was a while ago. Yeah.
Okay, you screwed him a little bit, but that's all right.
Yeah,
Hey,
for-
I mean,
I'm just kidding. It's a perfectly good price. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, you got a good deal for $2 for a Mini 1.
Yeah.
Because the Mini SE right now you can get for $299. So, and the Mini SE is upgraded. So yeah.
You screwed him over.
Yeah,
no, this was before the Mini SE came to the States or whatever. This was a while ago.
Perfectly good. Perfectly good sale. Nothing wrong with that. You sold them a working, 100% working system. Did it come with any extra batteries?
Do not interrupt.
Yeah, I had the actual fly more combo, so I saw
No, he did. It's true. He did good. He did very good.
I just wanted to get rid of it, get something because it was just
To this day, 2 something is a good deal for that. So he can bite it.
Yeah. Dre, was that the boss?
Yep.
That was the boss.
The boss, the lady of the manor.
That was the boss.
Hey,
She is she's not the queen, but the princess of the family.
hey, Marty, if he's talking about, yeah, that's the boss. Mhm.
Yep. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
I got one of those pictures coming in that I sent in of the lord and lady of the castle.
Manor.
I got
Lady the manor.
Yeah, I got one of those coming in. It was a late anniversary gift, but we should be here by next week.
Now, Andre, how is that progress of that Amazon job?
That's
pretty good.
Like I said, that's where I was headed to this morning. I got to go back out tomorrow morning and do the shoot.
Okay.
You know, I picked up a new job over in Riverside, California. Did that Friday. It's going to be an 18-month gig, and it's 10-minute flight. 10 minutes of flight time, twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yep.
You said 10 minutes.
10 minutes worth of flight time, twice a month.
Nice.
Yep.
Now,
Kim, what was the hardest thing for you when you were going for your Part 107?
I think for me, because I had gone by a lot of free resources, like a lot of folks were saying, watch, I think name was Tony. Can't remember his last name.
Tony Northrup.
Okay, yeah, him. And they made it seem like the test was going to be a lot about the sectional charts and stuff, but mine wasn't actually that many. So I kind of focused more on that when I was studying, but it wasn't. So I would say that was the hardest part. Just kind of I focused on the wrong thing for studying, but I mean I passed and stuff. So on the first try, but it took me longer. I thought it was gonna.
Oh snap! Jason's in chat.
Yeah, but by the way, Kim, we got.
He's in the chat.
We got your boy in the chat. Hey, welcome.
My Money Chronicles. I love when they call me Big Papa.
We got you some subs, bro.
Love when they call me Big
Yeah,
Pop.
he said thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Art, I'm trying to make my brim as straight as yours is.
You
It's
There ain't
can't.
nobody's brim. His brim
You
isn't
know,
even
you know, in
straight. It is.
61-year-old white guys,
Mine's
it doesn't look the
perfect.
same.
His
Mine
brim is
is
a U.
perfect.
It's a U.
Yours is fake and old.
Will
just like you.
y'all shut up and let Kim finish answering the question?
Go ahead.
I was pretty much done. That was the hardest part. Is the wrong focus on that. So
Well,
some of that stuff is outdated.
Well, that's kind of odd because usually about 60 to 70% of the questions on the test are off the sectional charts.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just where I took it because I don't know if it varies by location. But when I took it, I was just like, and even the guy that was there, I talked after, and he watched the same videos. He was like, "Yeah, it wasn't as much about it as we thought." So like, we
What
were
they-
kind of like thrown off because we focused a lot on that piece.
They pull
Yeah.
up. They take there's like a 250 or 300 questions, and they take a pool of 60 out of them randomly.
Right.
That's how that works. So you never know. Not every test is going to be the same. And some might
Right.
be mostly on sectional charts. Some might be on METARs and weather. Or, you never know. That's why. And I still to this day think that the way that they make that test is ridiculous because drone owners do not need to know manned aircraft stuff to the point of what they put on that test.
And that's
I
one
think there
thing
should
that
be a drone test.
and,
Drones.
and Maddie, that's one thing that me and Dre actually talked about. Some of the cropping there has nothing to do with what you're gonna do in the field anyway.
You guys, you say that, and you're probably right. However, the other side of it is this: if you understand the rules that the actual flyers are using, it actually adds to your knowledge and how am I trying to say this?
This is why I love
Well,
Bill.
you're not sitting in your UAV, obviously, because you're using a small UAV. Those
Correct.
guys are. So if you know the rules that they have to follow, it helps you follow your
Well,
rules.
like
It's a safety issue.
like
And
say weather.
I'll
Like
tell you the
weather.
truth. I mean, I've had proctor tests before. I've had food having to do with food service, and I'm a it was 80-hour course, and I had to go to a proctor test, and it was a lot of money and blah 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 blah, and there was a lot of stuff involved with things I will never ever be involved in, which like meat packing plants and so on and so forth, and transporting seafood over state lines and so on and so forth. But I have that now, and if I ever need it in the future, it's there.
Yeah.
It's
But I
there.
mean, like you want to make money, with your drone, and you need to take a test in order to make money with your drone with that knowledge. But to know certain cloud cover and weather issues that these guys deal with at 20,000 feet, I
Not
don't think I need to
20,000.
know at 400 feet.
Not 20,000.
No, and it's like
But-
like runways, like runway questions about runways and stuff like that. We're not even allowed to fly near airports, so why are we answering those questions?
I guess you would understand why you're not allowed to fly near airports.
You see, four states aerial photography.
Adrian, why does this not look as cool on me as it does you? With the
Okay.
straight
Again,
brim.
like I was saying, until you really interrupted me, sir.
So here we go.
I had a nice, beautiful, and young like me. That one looks, the rest.
Adrian, why do you keep the freaking sticker on?
So, like I was saying, Bill, and because Maddie just keep stuck on the damn sticker part. If you take the sticker off, it will devalue the hat. It is more valuable when you keep the tag
Oh,
on
so
it.
now you're Jason. Now you're buying and selling hats.
Do you really think that hat is more valuable because your sticker's still on it?
Yes, you think it's a joke? Yes, it
Get
does.
the-
It's still got your sweat inside there and your.
It
screw-
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It still holds the value.
I think
Dre, help me out,
it's
Dre.
a fashion. It's a fashion thing. Dre, are your stickers on your hats?
No,
Thank you.
but see, I don't. You talking about different generations? Like I say,
I know.
Hey,
I know.
David,
you guys are the age of my children. Okay,
It's the generation we were,
it's a
bro.
generation.
It's my generation, and I don't understand why they do it. Whether the bill's flat or curved or whatever, the stickers on top, stickers underneath the bill, and it's like, hey, I want to rip it off so bad. I just want to walk up there.
Oh,
When I was a kid, we take our baseball caps, we would fold it, and we would fold it again, and we'd stick it in our back pocket. You know, and
I'd put a rubber band on mine. I used to put a rubber band on mine.
Yeah,
that's the difference. When you and I grew up, just about everybody played Little League.
Well, I played baseball all my life. Yeah.
Well, you played for young, but see, Bill and I, everybody at least played Little League, minor league and Little League. Everybody played.
Well,
So
that was
experience.
You're right. You know what, Dre, and by the way, you keep showing those arms, and I'm really impressed. He is, shit. Anyway, the difference is we wore the hat for utilitarian purposes.
Right.
We wanted to keep the damn sun out of our eyes when we were trying to catch a pop fly.
Yeah.
These guys are wearing the hat as a fashion statement.
Right.
That looks so
there
neat.
you go. Let y'all know that was two of my 5 grandchildren.
I was getting ready to say, that was cute.
Yeah, 2 of my 5
grandkids.
grandkids.
Nights.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. Enough picking on Adrian. Poor guy.
I'm not picking on Adrian. I love Adrian. I'm not picking on Adrian.
I am.
He's a good kid. Adrian, did you get that? Did you buy that the RC software?
Yes, I did, and then I returned it back.
Why?
It wasn't really working that good, and I just took it. I just returned it back.
I mean, according to the specs, it should have ran.
No. The computer is fine.
Oh,
It's the actual, program. It didn't even come with a disc. It actually came more like a little it's USB plug and play, and then it comes with a little code that you have to go on a website and then redeem it and all that good stuff.
Right.
I tried it, but it just wasn't good enough. So I just took it back.
So you guys know, Adrian has a laptop that he wanted to.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
The Joe meetup, and he was asking me if the software would run properly on that laptop.
I did, but it's the actual program that I got built that just wasn't working properly. So I got another one on the way.
Hey, Maddie,
all right.
Did you read Four States Ariel's last comment?
Yeah, I was just reading that.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing to.
And that's what I'm saying. That the questions, like I say, depend upon where you live at, there may be situations or scenarios on that test that you may never run into. And there will be sometimes that's all you run into, like he does. He can't even get out of his own backyard because of where the airport is and where his house is. So, like I said, the test is supposed to be general knowledge across the board. Like you said, they pull questions out of a pool of how many, and voila, it's slapped out there, and that's your test. And that's why I said it's a test that's supposed to basically test your general knowledge of the aerial airspace is what it is. And like I say, there's only a few questions that are directly about quadcopters.
Yeah,
there's only a few, but majority of the whole test is about airspace.
Understanding airspace is crucial. That is crucial. Right. I agree on that.
And when I say airspace, that means you need to know what a METAR is. You need to know what airport operations is. You need to know a lot of the things. That's all concerning with airspace altogether. Just because not just what's flying in the air, but what's approaching to get in the air and where you may be at getting in the air and how we all got to share that airspace. So yeah, and that's why I like the trust test, I should say, is that it gives general knowledge.
Yeah,
it gives general knowledge to everybody. Everybody who wants to get a drone, it gives you general knowledge. And I like the way they have it where you can't fail it. You go back, you miss a question, you get to go back and figure it out and everything else because it just gives you general knowledge. And that's what the key thing is. If we had everybody who was compliant to at least take the trust test, it would be hardly any incidents that are out there. Like I think there's another show I was another day about people are talking about the remote ID and everything else that we harp about from time to time. And I tell them it's going to be not so much the weight of the drones, what classification it is, and who can fly over people or fly over traffic, all this kind of stuff. It's going to be about our own flight record. Yep. How safe we operate is going to be the big difference down the road. It's going to turn out to be. So we have a good track record of safe flights. They're more inclined to let us fly over people, fly over certain areas, and all this kind of stuff with the proper proper requests if we need to do that kind of stuff. But like I say, we got to continue to be consistent.
Correct.
As pilots, we have to be consistent. Is a key thing.
Now, Dre,
Yeah.
is it or is it not now legal to fly over cars? Because I've seen quite a few videos saying that it's legal for you to do it now.
If you're transitioning,
There's a literal understanding, and it's like in law enforcement. We used to have the spirit of the law, and then you have the literal interpretation of the law. Okay, the spirit of the what I'm saying is the spirit of the law says, yeah, you can transition going across the road, and if traffic happens to pass by, yes, but they don't want you transitioning across major highways.
yes.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're on a, we call light traffic, sporadic traffic. In other words, it might be one car that may pass the whole time you go across that street. Okay, not 30, 40 cars passing as you cross the street. So that's what I'm saying. In the spirit of the law, yeah, you can transition across the road. The literal interpretation law still states that you're not supposed to.
Okay.
It's called unsustained flight. Is the way Jason Shepard explained it.
Right, unsustained flight. They don't want you hovering over traffic, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. There's a literal interpretation of it, and there's a spirit of the law itself.
I mean, it's different levels of licensing, and you brought up before, why do you need to know all this shit that you're never gonna encounter as a drone pilot? But like I said, the knowledge of what else is up in the air and what their rules and what they're limited to and what they can do, they can not only make you a better informed pilot, it can also protect you, because you can say, well, that guy was breaking the rules because he's only allowed to blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not saying any specific things like 20,000 feet up. That's ridiculous. But I'm just saying what their limits are and what their rules are actually plays into whether or not you were encroaching on their rights and regulations. I mean, you could look at other licensing, like motorcycle license. I have a motorcycle endorsement on my driver's license. If I didn't have a car, I would still need to get a driver's license and get my motorcycle's endorsements on top of it, even if I wasn't driving a car. And I'm still driving with cars around me. So knowing what they're allowed and not allowed to do and what they're supposed to do and not supposed to do still helps me be a better rider of motorcycles. Does that make sense?
The key thing is, Bill, is that you don't get a license to operate a vehicle. You get a license to understand the rules of the road.
Right. Exactly.
No matter if you drive a motorcycle, truck, car, scooter, whatever the case may be, is you need to have a solid understanding of the rules of the road.
And frankly, I'm a little glad. I mean, I bought the course to get my 107, and just like Maddie, been talking about it forever, haven't done it. Mm-hmm. But knowing that next level, I mean, what if I retired, decided I wanted to get into ultralight? You don't even need a license for ultralight.
No, that's crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I still want to do it. It'd be awesome. I don't know if it's ultralight with a 300-pound guy in it, but in any case, I would still like to know. Shut up. I would still like to know the rules and regulations, what's involved, and just be a more knowledgeable person up there. If I know more than the next guy as far as ultralight is concerned, I'm safer. I mean, is that wrong?
Yeah. Well, we'll just give you the title of Bozark. That would be like a medium light.
Bud Light. That's me.
That's Uncle Smedium in his light. Yeah.
I'm not 300 pounds.
Hey guys, and you know what? Chris Wedge would actually make a great point.
286.
What he's saying. Have you been reading what he's been saying, Maddie?
Huh? No, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. What's up? What am I looking at here? Chris?
He actually went ahead and made a point where several points when it comes to what we were talking about, but he kind of referenced to me having a classic that you have to know X, Y, and Z in order for you to be driving. You know what I mean? A truck trailer like I do, or a big truck.
Well, yes. I'll go back again. It's not about the vehicle you drive. It's about the rules of the road.
Correct.
Like I say, I have a commercial license like you, Adrian. But before I had that commercial license, I didn't care if I knew if you checked your brake hubs and everything else, and had to check the pressure test brake pressure gauges, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know that stuff, but I know one. You need to drive on a certain part of the road. You better not cross the double yellow line. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Good point.
That's the key thing. Now that I do have a commercial license, that is part of my requirements of having that status. Just like Bill said, there are certain things that are unique to his endorsement of riding a motorcycle. There are certain things that I may know as a regular driver.
I'm going to extend this even more. I've had a commercial driver's license. I used to drive a tractor trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's parked right now. Not the tractor trailer, the license. I mean, in Florida, all I have to do is ask for it back and get my physical and get my license back. Right. In any case, but understanding all the laws and the rules in the road. I mean, the only endorsement I ever had was my placard was hazardous materials. But understanding all that makes you a better, I think.
Yes.
It makes you better on the road than maybe the guy that just barely passed his test and is cutting off everybody and his cousin, just to possibly get to work 30 seconds sooner. Or you generally catch up to him at the next light. I same thing with drones. If you understand what makes them do what they're doing, or what makes them, Maddie and I were in Fort Lauderdale at the beach, and we were flying. We had a great time. Typically, we have the 400-foot ceiling, and planes and regular pilots have 500 feet, but not over the water. Over the water, there's no minimum, there's no limits. But being experienced drone flyers, we understand that these guys might come up the canal, or might come up the whatever, not canal. I'm sorry, but it might come up the waterway and be lower than 500 feet, and they were. They were quite a few, and our drone was warning us about them. And they have the right of way, but they're the larger aircraft, and they can do what they want. Right of way, as far as we're concerned, even though maybe technically they didn't have the right of way, but they're not going to fly into a plane.
That's what I love about that ADSB. It works. It
works great. But we understood the rules and what we might possibly run into, even though those rules didn't necessarily pertain to us. Do you know what I mean?
Well, as you guys are talking, I don't want to call him a swindler, but Max 420 came in the chat.
And Tammy Jane, hey Tammy Jane, how you doing, bro, baby?
Now, Maddie, this don't take it like these guys are beating you on the head. I mean, it does make sense, and the reason why I'm saying that is Dre can actually back me up, and also Chris Wedgwood, since we all have a CDL. Things like knowing how your vehicle, is operating, is actually very important when it comes to my job, because trust me, you do not want to drive that big ass truck out there, and next thing you know, oops, my brake's not working.
I get it.
You didn't freaking check your freaking airline. You know what I mean?
I get it 100%, bro.
There's
just certain things that
but I do understand where you're coming
cloud
from.
Formations, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's a prime example. What does a drone pilot need to know about cloud formations? If you walk outside and it's raining, you don't fly.
That's got nothing to do with cloud formations. Cloud formations had nothing to do with rain.
I know, but I'm just saying it's weather. It's weather questions. And
well,
cloud formation.
Yeah. Sorry, Maddie. I understand what you're saying, but understanding how cloud formations form and what may happen in the next hour or so is actually potentially helpful to you, because it all looks all good, and the app says everything's good, and I'm flying, and then you may recognize as a physical human being on the ground that these particular formations may turn into a storm cloud in the next 45 minutes before the app tells you.
In that case, I'll just be a meteorologist then.
Yeah. Well,
nobody's asking you to be able to predict weather.
Who does the weather at your local station?
Yeah, I guess you could say that if you're in an airplane and your plane gets driven into the ground because the weather changed and you weren't paying attention.
That is.
Well,
Oh,
that is
the app, well, my app on my phone said everything was clear, so I flew.
yeah, I don't pay no attention.
I mean,
to that
fuck
damn
the
app.
people that just died in my plane. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Well, the biggest thing I can tell you from my experience is that flying, cloud formations are one thing, and just like knowing conditions of your environment you're flying in. I fly close to mountains a lot. 3 of the jobs I do now are right at the base of a mountain. I get different type of updrafts because I'm so close to the mountain. I have to be conscious of that. That, like you said, if I look at before you fly or whatever it is after you check the weather, it may not account for that, but I have to account for that to have knowledge. So if my drone does something odd, I'll have an idea. Okay, clouds are rolling in, so now I got a certain different type of updraft come up against these mountains that I'm close to. So the drone may do something irregular. So I got to be close to the sticks or make sure I maybe move away from the mountains. And that's why the key thing they talk about, if you have a certain type of cloud, you're supposed to fly 200 feet away from it. It's not because the cloud itself is inherent danger. It what the cloud does to the surrounding environment of the wind itself. That's the difference of what you got to be concerned about. That's why I tell you, stay 200 feet around cumulus clouds, whatever the case may be. The wind is what changes. Your biometric pressure changes, and that affects the flight of the drone itself. And that's why I tell you to stay away from that.
I just think that they should be more, I guess, drone related. I see a lot of people that fail this test because of questions like that don't pertain to drones, and they're trying to make a living off of these things, and you can't pass the test due to
Well,
questions.
it's like any other test. What you put into it, what you get out of it. Like I said.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt.
I took my time. I took like 2 months studying. I watched that what's his name, Northwood video while I was driving around when I was an inspector.
Oh yeah.
No, I just put it on YouTube and I just be listening to it. This exorbitant information day and night, And I finally took the test and I passed it with no problem. And I said, I told everybody, I didn't go to class. I didn't get no free. I got the software off of Amazon. I bought 2 books. One was a pilot instructor book, and the other one was an airman's guide book. Now, what helped me out the most was the airman's guide book uses the same sectional maps in that book as you will see on the test. Yeah, mine's a little different than that. Mine's like a gray book.
I'm not good at reading. I hate reading.
But what I'm saying is the airman's guidebook. Shows you sectional charts. Those are the same sectional charts that are used on the test.
Well, don't they give you that booklet for the test?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm saying is, if you study out of this book, you'll be familiar with all the maps. So when they talked about the airport at Coeur d'Alene in Idaho, I've been looking at that map for the last month. So I know where all the towers are at.
I plan on buying that book off of Amazon.
Yeah, I say so. For me, I'm a visual learner. Okay, I'm like, reading the book is one thing. I'll read so much, and then all of a sudden I'm just reading words. But I'm a visual learner. So when I had those maps, and when I walked into that test center, and the guy handed me that book, I'm like, dude, that's like handing me the answers. Yeah, because I said I've been studying this book for the last 2 months. And so everything, all those maps were very familiar to me as far as where everything was laid out at. I knew what all the different airspace were at on it. So I read the question. It says, find the blah, blah, blah place out in I think it was down there in New Jersey where it was, this airport. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. No problem,
What, you were saying something, Kim?
I was going to say the FAA has like a free guide too, which I think would be helpful for some of those questions also. Check out the FAA's guide.
That's it right there. That is the book.
One last, can I make a quick comment? I mean, one last thing. I totally understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is the more you know about what's going on in that airspace, just like a driver in a car on a highway, the more you understand what's allowed, what's not allowed, what people are allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do, makes you a better pilot. Right. So I understand. If that information may not be directly involved with what you're doing,
Maybe it's just a personal.
It makes you understand why those rules or whatever rules you're limited to.
I've never been much of a studier
for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did shit in school. I didn't study well. The only way I even graduated was because I played baseball. That's the only reason. So maybe it's on a personal level to have to study that in depth to fly a drone. You know, whether it's over a rooftop or over a house. It just
but isn't it valuable to you when you're talking to some Karen or some idiot?
Oh yeah, I understand.
Oh, these are toy drones, and you actually have knowledge of what the FAA does and what's going on in the air and you know in the airspace above you, and what's allowed, and what's not allowed. To know what's not just with your drone, but anything that's above your head in the airspace above you, doesn't it make you a better pilot?
Of course.
That's all I'm saying. You know, you can pass the test with a 70 for Christ's sakes. You can actually get most of that shit wrong. And
well, most of it's probably going to get wrong, knowing me and my study skills.
but like I tell you,
don't be afraid, just do it.
Most of the stuff that you're going to come into play is going to be things that you already know because of years of experience that you've been flying.
Most of it's just common knowledge,
Right. And I did the live video at the college a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about when I applied for a certain level of airspace because it's in controlled airspace, and I gave the example of when driver's ed. I know they taught me when I came to be a driver that you always look for escape routes. And a lot of people fly at the highest level they can. And I tell people, say, sometimes you don't want to do that and that's why I do a pre-flight to know what the highest tree is at, what's the highest building levels at and everything else. So when I do my flights, I know where my escape routes are at, because when we fly, what is our natural instinct to do when we come to an obstacle? What do?
Fly around it,
fly above it.
Fly above.
Guess what? If you're flying around 390 feet or whatever, how much room do you have to fly over something? Okay, and that's why I say you have to think about this thing. What are my escape routes?
Well, I do that now. I do that.
Yeah,
and I'm not even 107, and I do that.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's your experience that's really going to pay off more than anything else. That okay, if I'm flying at 390, I know I don't have no room to go up. Or if I'm flying in control airspace and my ceiling's 200 feet, okay, I don't have a whole lot of room to go up to avoid something. So I got to make sure I keep in my mindset that I will have to go to the left or to the right, y'all left or right, and to avoid something. And that's where a lot of people get in trouble because they don't think about their escape routes when they fly.
I'm telling you what, that test makes me nervous just thinking about
the test. I can say, you know what made me nervous? It wasn't the test. It was $150 I had to fork out for the test.
Yeah,
that's what made me nervous.
Yeah, because then if you don't pass, you lose it. But
you lose that money. That's what made me nervous. I say, I'm forking out $150. I better pass this test.
I really thought I was going to be in and out, and I was there for a while taking it. I thought it was going to be a quick thing because I studied so much, but it took me a while.
Scott, I have a Pilot Institute. Greg is really good. Not everybody pays for it. Like, I was going to do it without paying. Fortunately for me, the course was gifted to me. I didn't pay for it. So I have a lifetime course with Pilot Institute, but it was given to me by Greg. I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things you can learn online without having to pay to know this stuff. And some of it's a little outdated, like the Tony Jessup or Tony and
North. Very outdated.
It's very outdated. You know what I mean?
His video's outdated. Yeah.
But
there's others out there.
There's others out there, though. If you search 107 on YouTube, all kinds of crap pops up. $150, Wayne. Actually, it's actually more than that now. Now it's
I think it's 165.
165 or 175, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone up a little bit. But that was a stress for me was the money.
Yeah.
It wasn't the test, it was the money.
Yep.
I like what Paul Murray says about because I was going to ask you, Dre, have you done the recurrent yet? Because mine comes up in probably September.
It's online and open book.
So
the recurrent is just like the trust test. You can't fail it. They'll let you go back and answer the questions, and it's free.
Yep. And it's free.
It's free.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, you just gotta. When they tell you that your license is coming up for renewal, they'll probably send you a link in the email where you can go take the test and get it out the way.
You think about it though, $165 or $175 to take this test that could potentially set you up for the rest of your life. I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
right.
But like I said, there's always that nagging feeling in the back of your head. If I don't pass this test, I'm out $160. And for me, I'm gonna say, what is Mama gonna say? You've been studying, you've been doing this, you've been flying on things, and you failed the test. What you gonna do now?
You know? The cool part is Pilot Institute.
What's 150? What's 100? Seriously, what's $150 anymore?
Like
it's a tank and a half of gas.
Hey, Bill, Bill, it wasn't actually the dollar. What a dollar amount for me. It was the personal pride of me not have to throw money down the drain and say, "Oh, you didn't pass the test, dummy."
The cool thing that these guys do
you
now,
take the test and you learn from it. I mean,
Pilot Institute, like Pilot Institute and Remote Pilot 101, now they have this this deal where if you go in and you fail on your first try, they actually reimburse you for the amount.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, if he would have been around, if he would have been around when I took mine, I might have took him up on that offer. You know,
yeah, right.
Just like some of the small places. If you don't pass, we'll pay for the next one free.
It is a pride thing. It is because I'd hate to spend $175, walk in there, and I got all my friends backing me up. Good luck, man. You got this, bro. And then walk out failing the son of a bitch. And I'm like,
don't tell anybody you're going in there.
Well, I already.
Too late.
I've already told everybody I'm setting it up.
Just wait until the time you pass.
The first week of August.
Hey, I went in. I passed today.
Here's what I'm doing. I have not dove deep into it yet. I've only started scratching the surface. I'm setting my test.
I bought that course over a year ago. Like it was a year May for Remote Pilot 101, and they keep updating the videos so often that I'm keep. And the few and far between because I don't have time. I work full time. I work more than full time. I'm a salaried employee. I'm a manager. In fact, tomorrow's my day off. I got to go to a meeting in 10 o'clock in the morning. In any case, long story short, every time I go back in, it's like, oh, you got to start over because the videos have been updated.
Yes,
and they're new. Which is
now there's
cool.
Remote ID questions in there.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And remote ID questions, and yet remote ID isn't even a thing yet. It's not even.
Don't forget, when you take the test, you're picking the best answer out of the ones you're reading.
Usually one of them doesn't make sense.
You're probably going to pass it.
Yeah, like I said, September 2023.
Grant Ariels, it took Gary 4 tries, but he's a dumbass. So just give it. I didn't say that, did I? That's Canada. They're tougher in Canada.
They are.
I like their tests in Canada because in Canada you
gotta fly.
You have to fly.
You
actually have to fly. Have an instructor there and fly. I like that.
I swear to God, I was only kidding.
So how I'm setting this up is I'm actually paying and setting the test for the first week of August. That will force me to study.
Mm-hmm.
It won't give me this because I've had this Pilot Institute course for over a year.
Yeah.
And I haven't done anything with it.
Well, Maddie, you just got to do like you did with FPV, partner. Do like you did FPV. You just got to dive into it. That's what you do with FPV, right? I remember you telling me how you was doing it every day.
Every day.
If I get mine before yours, Maddie, you should be ashamed.
I'm gonna be pissed. No, I've already scheduled. I'm already scheduling it to do. It's gonna be. I think it's a Thursday, the first week of August. Where the hell's my calendar at? Yeah, I'm setting it. That's gonna give me roughly 3 weeks to bust my ass and get it all done.
Yeah, I set mine like I did like a month. And now that you say that you have the course in the Pilot Institute, I mean, I've looked at free YouTube videos, so I think you're going to be good.
Yeah, these guys are really good at explaining these things, and then having the ability to go back and watch them over if I have to watch them over, it's good. So
I bought it, and you know what? I enjoy the videos, so I just watch it.
Do you have Greg or do you have Jason?
Shepard.
You have Shepard. Okay, you have Remote Pilot.
He's damn cute. I don't mind watching it.
He's such a pretty man.
Bill's on it, baby. Bill's on it.
The 2 watches. He's a pretty guy. Anyway, no, what's nice about that is he's constantly updating the course. Because he's constantly updating the course. They're like, well, you haven't watched anything yet. You fucking. I watched 6. I know I watched
the shit updates, and you're like, what?
16 hours. Nope, you're back to the beginning. Okay, I'll watch it again. And
Yeah.
there's subtle differences, which is good because you get to know what's changed, what's upcoming, and so on and so forth. And I just watch it some more.
Greg does a good job of keeping it up to date. He does a really good job.
Oh, he's obviously
These guys spend their all their time doing this stuff. This is what they do. You know, this is their job. This is their career.
All right,
So-
that's what I'm doing. I was gonna, Maddie, what are you doing tomorrow? By the way, I asked TJ to fly.
Yeah, TJ texted me earlier. I've got my kids over here for the weekend. My son and my daughter. We're probably gonna hit the pool tomorrow. Something. Just stay close.
We'll leave them at the pool and we'll go flying.
Where are you guys going?
Fuck them. No, I was gonna go fly, but I have a USB-C meeting to go to.
Oh, okay. Bowling.
And which I didn't know about. However, if you guys are available early afternoon, maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, I won't be able to. Not well, at least for most of the day.
I never invited.
And then I have my show. Yeah, no, it's TJ. Actually, no. TJ said no. Me and Bill. Yeah, he did. He said me and Bill are going flying. I'm writing the Danish Stallion. Danish Stallion flies FPV and only FPV.
I'd like to, but that doesn't work out. I'm going to watch all those hours of video. I'm going to take my test next week.
Get her done. You
That's a
dick.
lie.
Don't
Such a
do
lie.
it. Don't
Such a
do
lie.
it.
Such a freaking lie. Maddie, you got it scheduled. Do it. You'll pass it. You'll be fine.
Why don't you do it with me?
Adrian, let's put a bow on
You
this,
want
buddy.
to
It's
cheat
getting
and
late.
pass notes and stuff?
Say that again, Jay.
Let's put a bow on this. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock there, East Coast time.
Kimmy, it's past his bedtime. The baby got to go to sleep. All right.
Isn't it
That's
like
right.
8 o'clock over there or something?
That's right. It's 8:06.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's good.
I got to put the pythons to bed, boys.
Holy crap. Damn. Bro, them things have their own mattresses.
They are impressive. Yeah. Do that again, Adrian. Let me see those again.
Adrian's got Walmart hoses.
Yeah. Shit. It's like
Those
garter
are
snakes.
Walmart water guns.
I know, right? Compared to what Dre got, yeah.
I got spaghetti noodles, bro.
Dre's got some guns.
I got spaghetti noodles, dude.
You know what's funny? I got pretty big arms, but they're fat and old. When I do this, actually,
Kim's like, what the hell did I get myself
I'm
into
like,
with this shit?
It hurts.
yeah, this guy-
it hurts a little bit.
Well, I say, Bill,
Right.
I'm not even using weights right now. I'm just doing body weight lifting. I'm using doing dips, sit-ups, and I get on the bike twice a week is all I'm doing right now.
Not like a Harley bike, like an actual bike.
No, yeah, stationary bike. And like I said, the dips is what pays off more than anything else. And using your own body weight, do dips, go all the way down to down this low, and stick yourself out 3 sets of 8, where I'm at right now. So at about 235 pounds, that's a lot of weight to dip up and down.
Yeah,
Sure.
buddy.
I actually have 12 speed in my shed back there. That it'd be a good workout just to clean it up and get it back to where it should be. Clean the chain, clean the. But when I lost all that weight, like 7-8 years ago, when I lost 90 pounds, that bike was part of it.
Yeah.
So I think I should put it back together or clean it up, get it going. And maybe I'll do a video. Here's Fat Bill on looking ridiculous on a 20-year-old bike.
Yeah. I gotta tell everybody, you don't have to exercise for hours and hours. Like I said, when I go into the gym to the bike work, I set my pace at where I do 2 miles under 7 minutes on a bike.
But I live in Florida. The weather's nice here. There's no reason to actually get on an actual physical bike and go.
Well, I was going to tell you, don't think you got to ride 20 miles, dude. Set yourself 1 mile, 2 miles, but you want to do it at the highest rate you can.
Love you, Dre, but never crossed my mind.
I was always into car. I was always
Not
into
even for a
cardio.
second did it cross my mind to do 20 miles.
I was a pitcher in baseball, so cardio was always my thing.
Right. Go in there, get that heart rate up to about 145, 150 beats per minute, dude. And that's that gets
Do
your
a
whole
6 mile run at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning.
Yeah. All right, Adrian, let's wrap this up. It's about bedtime.
Hey, Dre, now before you go,
Yeah.
I do have the that big old exercise button. I'm sorry, the rope. I got one of those rope. Man, I Hey, 30 seconds of those or 1 minute nonstop, that gets your freaking heart rate up pretty
Oh
good.
no
man.
crap!
Oh yeah, yeah,
Rocky Balboa style.
yeah.
Anyway, so ladies and
Kim,
gentlemen, thank you for
I
another
really
great show.
appreciate you coming on. I know it's been a month or so trying
Maddie,
to
you're gonna pass
play
it for try.
email tag, text tag, and whatever else tag we've been doing. But I appreciate you finally coming on, and hopefully we'll have some other young ladies stop by us on Saturday nights. But I really want to thank you for being the first.
Well, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. Like,
that was a lot of fun.
Kim.
like, yeah,
You're more than welcome to come anytime.
cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. And definitely send me that schedule. I don't know if you can send it, Adrian, or
I'll
like
get
the
it to
schedule
him.
out the line. Okay.
I'll get it to you somehow.
Nice meeting you, Kim.
No problem.
You seem
Nice
like
to
a
meet
Yeah,
very,
very nice
y'all.
meeting you.
very cool lady. How serious are this guy? Oh, you're engaged. Never mind. Okay.
Good night.
Very,
But
very
See
pretty.
you later, Kim.
bye. See y'all. Thanks for having
All
me.
right.
Take
Good
care.
night, guys.
Take care, honey.
Maddie and Dre, everybody in the chat, thank you for being here, and I will see you guys later.
All right. Good night,
All
guys.
right, partner.